Everyone, VJ32 back again with some What's on Deck. I decided I had an opportunity today to do one last What's on Deck before I go out of town. So here we are. Let's try to get through this as quickly as possible. First of all, Kickstarter, some new projects. I'll take this off. We got the Manic Miner and Jet Set Willy limited edition playing cards by Elite Systems Ltd. 70% funded, 29 days to go. I know zero about this. It's really weird looking. That being said, I mean, this one's got some kind of a weird rotary phone type look, monster type look, and some foot running away from it. Apparently, there's also an app that officially releases in February. That's the back design of the cards. That's pretty horrible. I mean, I really don't see anything that would appeal to anyone watching this video right now. I mean, it could be wrong. There might be a very limited amount of people watching this video that might have an interest in this, but I don't even know what this is all about. Doesn't say who's producing it. Yeah, let's pass on that. Then we got Digital Playing Cards in Magma Red by Jason Nguyen. 55% funded, 14 days to go. I don't know if that Manic Miner Jet Set Willy is going to fund. I doubt it. But it is early on. This one may fund, 14 days to go. This is basically a relaunch. I was hoping we had seen the last of Jason Nguyen, but here he is again. I don't know where he's been. And that's your back design. Pretty simple, straightforward, circuitry look to it. That font on the tuck case that says digital is not great, in my opinion. Custom pips, which fit the theme, and they're not bad. And I do like the additional suit index, suit the extra pip in the opposite corner. I can't even think properly. These spades, I think that's a spade. It looks kind of like a crown. Not really a big fan of that suit. And then the court cards are basically standard. There's a certificate of authenticity. Yay. And signed by the designer because his signature is going to be worth oh so much money in the future. Cards are being printed by MPC, which is fine. That's all there is to that one. It's nothing too exciting. Speaking of relaunches, Wonderful Wizard of Oz by John Mazuka is back. 32% funded, 31 days to go. I would like to, maybe wish him the best of luck, but we'll see. The cards have some very nice artwork. Not sure if this works the best on a deck of cards, but it's not bad. All the cards seem to have pictures on them. I was inspired by Wizard of Oz. And he's showing us all the cards. So that's pretty cool. One Joker is a mystery. And that's the back design. Sorry, but that's a horrible back design. I like the color, but it just looks like an advertisement. And that's not what collectors or people who use playing cards are looking for. We're looking for something nice. It's just an ad card, basically, with 4 pips on it. That's not going to fund this project, unfortunately. I do like the number cards. I like the court cards and everything. Or I guess they're all basically picture cards. I do like, actually no, the number cards actually have pips on them, so I'm wrong. It's just the aces, the tens, and the court cards that apparently have artwork. No, wait. I'm confused now. Okay, so there's 2 decks, apparently. There's one that has artwork on all the cards, apparently. And then there's one that apparently has numbers. That actually has pips. Or maybe it's just the 3 to 8 that have pips on them, which is pretty weird. Also, apparently a black deck, which is a variant. Last time I criticized him for not showing the back design. This time I'm going to criticize him for the back design. Not good. Moving on, we have limited edition Bad Girl Artwork Sketch number 9 by Michelle Herzog. Funded, 48 hours to go. What do you expect? What's a couple $100 for a goal? It's basically sexy women. You can see it right there. Then we got A Pack of Cats by Vivian Swords. Playing cards with a feline twist. It is well funded. 26 days to go. Pretty well funded anyways. Oh god. Impeached. What the hell is this? Oh, did I miss one here? I apologize. Yes, there is another one here. 8-bit playing cards, traditional green from Michael Scott, Home Run Games. I noticed that his business partner, Kobe Pyle, was one in the back, which I don't think is really acceptable. That's just, like, how much money did he put into this project? I have to wonder. It is 33% funded, 18 days to go. Relying on business buddies to fund your project is not okay in my book. There's apparently 3 different versions, because they always have to have 3 different versions with 3 different tuck cases on their projects for no necessary reason other than cash grab. There's a standard bicycle branded version, which is the one I would get. There's a unbranded 5200 8-bit version. And there's this Kickstarter edition, which actually looks like a box for an Atari video game system. And I actually had an Atari video game system. Not that particular one. I had the 2600 back in the 90s. I believe they have all the other ones available as well. There you see the bat design. It's very classic 8-bit, printed by USB-C. Limited edition as well. Limited to 800. Should be limited to 5200. I mean, just saying, it's 5200. And then the Kickstarter edition, also printed by USB-C, limited to however many backers they have. And it's a sideways open and tuck. And there's a sleeve. There you see the cards. Basically, it's the same as before, except they got green faces. All 8-bit artwork. You do have this interesting brick box, which is kind of cool. And you can still add on all the other decks. This is back. I mean, it's been like 4 years, 3 years, however long it's been since these decks came out. Maybe even more. And they're still available. That's not a good sign. And this, basically, is just more of the same, and that's all I've been seeing from Home Run Games over the last couple of, the last year or two. It's more of the same, and they keep relaunching stuff, and they keep doing more metal decks, more 8-bit decks. It's not selling, and I don't know if it's going to fund, like most of the other projects they've done recently. Because it's just more of the same. There's too many different decks. That's just a different tuck case. There's not even anything special about these tuck cases. There's no foil or embossing, anything like that, which kind of defeats the purpose. I mean, this 5200 tuck case, horrible. Who would want that? I mean, it kind of looks like a, Packard's old school Atari video game, if I recall correctly. But that's about the only appeal. I mean, I don't know. It's just $20 for the limited edition. You can't even get... No, wait. Limited edition... I'm confused. I guess there's early birds. $11 for the bicycle branded one, standard. $15 for the limited. $15 for the bicycle deck with a sleeve. $20 for the Kickstarter edition. Yeah, no thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. I'll get the bicycle branded one later on, if it happens to fund, which is not likely. Also launching a project at this point in time, not necessarily the best idea as well. Pack of cards, though. Pack of cards. Pack of Cats by Vivian Swartz is funded. 26 days to go. Check this one out. And it's an interesting mirror image bat design with some cats on it. And the face is also just a bunch of cats. Very interesting. I mean, is this supposed to be... For a second I thought that was a joint. It's a pen, actually. What that has to do with a cat, I'm not sure. I mean, I guess they play with pens or whatever sometimes. It's an interesting deck, interesting color scheme, not really my cup of tea. 4 jokers, because why not? And I mean, it's an interesting back design. I don't like the suits. They got these custom suits. Like what they had, it's the box suit. And like a flower suit. I don't know, I just don't like that. I'm not a fan of custom suits. Except for the odd situation. And doesn't say who's producing it. Moving on, we got one that I really need to address. Christmas Playing Cards 2018 limited edition from United Playing Cards. Whatever that is. It is barely funded, 17 days to go. And this is one that I mentioned in my last video the other day. This is designed, I'd say it's designed by Natalia Silva, limited to 1,000. However, that being said, it's being put out by a new account, their first project, called United Playing Cards. I've never heard of before in my life, from a creator whose name is, apparently they're in Hong Kong. To me, this seems like it's, at the very least, related to TCC Playing Cards. It's apparently by Chi Feng Lam, who I have never heard of before. It's designed by Natalia Silva, though. And this makes me skeptical. I mean, she's already got 5 projects out there that are owed to backers. Now there's another one that has her name on it, that's her artwork, that's on Kickstarter, from an account we've never heard of before. A person we've never heard of before. A very random naming card company name, United Playing Cards. Apparently 2 different top cases, similar artwork to her previous Christmas stacks. Postcard type box, which is kind of interesting. It's a nice little set. It's, you know, it's well designed, I'll say that. I do like the back designs and whatnot, but it's just too, wow, Natalia Silva is an excellent card designer. Maybe she is. However, she's a terrible Kickstarter creator, being that she's got projects from last year that are still to be produced, and very little information being given to backers. I did ask her for a refund, still waiting to hear back from her. It's not the first time I've asked her. I'm trying to be nice about things, but it's hard to. Also, it says it's an exclusive Christmas gift from Magician and Cardistry collectors. They misspelled collectors, by the way, and the whole thing is written poorly. The thing is, it was just launched a few days ago. Who wants a Christmas stack that's a Christmas gift a week before Christmas? That has 0 chance of making it to backers before next year. It's just ridiculous. I urge people not to back this. And I see other people are, you know, making similar comments. I mean, she owes me $204 US right now from projects, and she better refund me, because I'm not happy. The rest of the stuff we've kind of talked about. Bicycle Reverie by Barry is funded, 15 days to go. Ring Playing Cards relaunch Galaxy Designs, 81% funded, 23 days to go. Mighty Kingdoms, Lovell Bark from Lovell Bark, 37% funded, 21 days to go. 53 Magicians from Mark Sortland, funded, 10 days to go. Zo from Alexander Petty is well funded, 18 days to go. Sidara Zakura by Seymour Buckley is 70% funded, 17 days to go. Not looking good. What's up? By DGM Board Games, 2% funded. Wow. 16 days to go. I don't think it's going to happen. Just a feeling. 1001 Nights from Art Playing Cards is 85% funded, 18 days to go. Undeaf from Dylan Prescott, 59% funded, 15 days to go. Courtesy Playing Cards from JD14, 19% funded, 6 days to go. Oriental Memory Playing Cards by Stone, funded, 7 days to go. U.S. Military Pin-Ups by U.S. Mil Pin is funded, 13 days to go. Kinky Cards by Andrew Tarasov, funded, very well funded. I don't even know how, but it has 12 days to go and it's got $35,000. Jeez. Geometric Abstraction from Perpetual Arts and Design Company, 58% funded, 8 days to go. Don't think it's going to happen. They'll probably be launched. The Invasion Playing Cards, which I missed, by Rattle Subtle, 88% funded, 20 days to go. Royal Heroes by Mr. Gold, 24% funded, 38 days to go. Bicycle Stained Glass Leviathan from collectible playing cards is very well funded. 5 days to go. What was that funding when they were doing the metal, their last deck with max playing cards, or the marble riderbacks? What was that? Crazy Kings by Lee Lucas funded, 27 hours to go. Decks of War, Alvin playing cards by Decks of War, 6% funded. 11 days to go. Kingdom playing cards by Marcos Bessa, 43% funded. 14 days to go. Military Pin-Up playing cards from Agicom is funded, 69 hours to go. Hidden King Luxury Editions by Bond Magic is funded, 17 hours to go. Does not look like they're going to hit their stretch goal for the Jungle Edition, which is fine. Dentel by Bokobo is well funded, 20 hours to go. Genesis is 6% funded, 15 days to go. Not going to happen. Fracture playing cards from Reborn Magicians, 41% funded, 26 days to go. I should mention as well, the Loteria deck from D Negra was cancelled today. It will be relaunched in February. There's one more thing I need to mention in this front. This Black Widow deck from Justin Freud is being produced through Murphy's Magic. Will be available soon. And one last thing, 311 released a new NOC deck the other day. A Midnight NOC deck, which looked pretty nice. Unfortunately, they only released it for 1 hour. Apparently it's available again, so that's interesting. Let's have a quick look. No, it's sold out. It looks pretty nice. It's just an NOC deck though. Black. Nothing too exciting. Some gold foil details. It should be available again in the future. It says it's an ultra limited edition, whatever that means. If you don't tell me exactly how many there is, then that's not ultra limited. What I don't like is that it was just a 1 hour release. I forgot about it, missed out, and I can't get it. At least for the time being. It boggles my mind. Anyways, that is that. Comment and subscribe. I think that's it. We'll see you next time. After I'm back. See ya.